It's actually such an exciting day because I'm going in for my orientation at the pottery studio. Man, I really want a stand-up paddle. I just don't know where I would put it, but this would be like such a great place to have one because the marina is so calm and it's huge, so you have a lot of places to explore. It's actually such an exciting day because I'm going in for my orientation at the pottery studio. I've been wanting to do pottery and join a studio for so long. I follow so many of those aesthetic pottery studio Instagrams. I'm like so excited that I'll actually be joining the studio. I'm a little scared, don't have high expectations. I have like very minimal training, but I'm so excited. Anyway, I'm kind of baking in the sun. There's a heat wave in LA right now. I'm gonna go home now. I will chat with you guys later. This is my new pottery studio. It's so beautiful and so peaceful and relaxing in here. I love how the walls are decorated by shelf space where members store pieces and supplies and all that good stuff. The quote-unquote orientation was basically a 5-minute tour of the studio. One of the managers just showed me where everything was and gave me the rundown of a few rules. Actually, there's a lot of rules and I'm really not sure how I can remember them all, and I'm kind of constantly stressed about breaking one of them, but you know, the show must go on. So this is my first time on the pottery wheel in so long. Do not take anything you see here as instruction. We all start somewhere, and honestly, I think the fear of not being perfect or not being good at things gets in the way of me doing lots of stuff, and I just need to squash that. We all start somewhere, and I find most people are actually really nice and just want to give advice or help rather than point or stare or judge, or oftentimes they're just focused on their own art, but they're not even paying attention to what I'm doing. So the lesson here is don't be like the old me and be more like the me in this video. I'm just going for it even though I have very little pottery skills, but I'm praying that I'll just figure it out through practice. Okay, so here I'm showing you one of the bowls I made today. I cut it open to see the thickness of the wall. A lot of people recommend that you do this when you're first starting out. You can see that this was not well thrown because the walls are not an even thickness and they're just too thick in general, and it's especially too thick at the base, I think. This is actually the shape that I was going for right here. Four failed pieces and one successful piece later. I'm out of the pottery studio. I really wanted to go run to TJ Maxx and Target because I kind of need a few things and I was hoping to just go after, but I'm literally a mess. Like I cannot go anywhere. But yeah, it was so much fun. I feel like I can spend hours in there and not realize it. It was a lot of fun. I can't wait to get better and just like keep practicing. I like the studio. It's huge. I also was a little not prepared. A few things that I forgot to bring were my headphones. I don't know how I forgot them, but I forgot my headphones. I should have brought like a water bottle or something to drink, and then I should have also brought like an apron or something. Overall, amazing day one. Now I'm gonna go ahead to Starbucks and see how long the line is. Pray for me. Hi, I'm back home. I got a matcha, by the way. This is my first time trying the Starbucks matcha, and it's honestly not bad. I've just been kind of sitting around and watching a bunch of YouTube videos on pottery lessons. I was kind of like struggling a little bit today. So I was watching a lot of videos on how to center clay, because I feel like a lot of my clay looked centered, and then as soon as I would start working with it, either I would then uncenter it somehow, or it wasn't centered to begin with and like the bowl would be wobbly. But anyway, right now I think I'm gonna do some shopping. I need to get a few skincare and like random things, like I need cotton pads and toothbrush heads, mouth tape, because I have realized I am a mouth breather. I saw these like crazy photos online of like people's jawlines when they're a mouth breather or they're a nose breather. It terrified me. So I'm gonna try to correct that ASAP. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do right now. And I'm just sitting here watching the sunset. I'm gonna make stir fry for dinner. Life's good. I am gonna make a quick stir fry for dinner. Actually, not a stir fry. I'm gonna make fried rice because we have a bunch of old rice, and old rice is perfect for fried rice because it really absorbs the flavor and it doesn't turn mushy like fresh rice does. I'm gonna use some tofu, some eggs, some chicken. I have it thawing right now. Carrots and some garlic, onion and pepper. I really wish I had some green onion because I love adding like a ton of green onion into my fried rice, but I don't have any. It's the next day. I'm gonna drop off a box of donations at Goodwill and then go to the pottery studio again. I'm literally so excited. I'm much more prepared this time. I'll bring coffee. Oh, 1 second. I brought an apron, I brought my headphones, I brought water, and I watched so many YouTube videos last night and today. I should have been working, but I was just like doing so much research on all the techniques and all these things, and I am so excited to get back in, do some more throwing practice, and I also want to do some hand building. We'll see what we get up to. I also don't have a ton of time today. Yeah, that's kind of what we're up to. Like, so excited. I'm wearing an old college t-shirt and I have a bunch of them and they always just sit in my closet and I never wear them, but now this is a perfect opportunity for me to have some pottery shirts. And I'm also wearing, you can't tell, but white pants. You might think I'm crazy, but they already have a really noticeable stain right here on the upper thigh and then some on the back of the pants as well. And they were ruined anyway, so they're gonna be turning into my pottery pants.
In 600 feet to your destination will be on the right.
I just got done at the studio. I didn't film a ton because I was kind of in a rush. I realized an hour and a half for the pottery studio is way too little, so I definitely need to budget more time. It was a semi-successful day. I did 2 like pinch pots. Also threw 1 pot. It was not successful because at the end when I was pulling it up, it came out too much and at one point it got too thin. But I did learn how to center clay properly. Followed this one guy's video. He was super helpful. I just like went step by step with him. The other thing is that I'm just using the free reclaimed studio clay just because it's free. And I was like, I need practice. I don't want to buy clay, although I don't know how much the clay is. I should probably, if it's cheap, I should just buy clay. Because the problem with the studio clay is that it has a lot of grog in it. Grog is like just grains, hard grains, and it makes it really coarse to touch. So then my hands start hurting a lot. But we're in the car and I'm driving.
In 800 feet, turn right onto Marine Street.
So I will let me just talk to you guys later. So TTYL. Tennis. That's another hobby of mine that I'm picking up. My boyfriend and I play tennis. I am not good at it. I don't know how much I'll show you guys because it's quite embarrassing. I've actually never played a sport like in high school or anything, so I'm like not athletic looking on the courts at all, so I don't know how much I'll show you guys. That was always like kind of my biggest regret. I don't know if it's a regret because there was like kind of no way for me to play a sport. Not only was it kind of expensive, but I also, like, my parents were really busy working all the time, so I didn't have anybody to like take me to practices and stuff like that. By the time I got my license, of course, it was like junior year of high school, so it's like kind of odd time to start playing a sport. But yeah, anyway, so point being, I've never played a sport, and like anytime I'm doing an activity, I don't look athletic at all, and it's kind of embarrassing. I look like I'm just flailing, but it's a lot of fun. I love it. I love it so far. We've gone almost every day, if not every other day, since we moved here, and it's been really, really nice. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna change and we're gonna head down to the courts. Ready for tennis.
Specific tennis bags.
Mark's got a bag that isn't a tennis bag, but it's specifically for us to play tennis, so you know it's official. The courts were taken, so we just came back upstairs and I started prepping dinner, but my God, you guys, look at the sunset. My boyfriend just texted and said that the courts are free now. Made it to the courts. Okay, so while you enjoy these clips of us embodying Serena on the court, I kind of wanted to talk about the importance of hobbies from the perspective of a person who has abandoned hobbies for basically all of their life. Like I mentioned, I never played a sport. Along with that, I really never had any hobbies growing up. It took lockdowns for me to realize, like, wow, outside of my job and hanging out with friends, I had nothing else to do or to occupy my time with. So that's when I started journaling, and I started doing yoga, and I started making candles, and I started YouTube and took my first pottery class once we all got vaxxed. And I realized a very significant change in my life. I don't want to sound dramatic, but it kind of is dramatic. Hobbies have had such a positive effect on my life. The benefits are endless. At the end of the day, it's just cool learning something new and trying out stuff that I say I want to do. Life is literally so short. It's better to spend my downtime doing something that gives me a little bit of fulfillment rather than endlessly scrolling and comparing and just wanting for a life that I see online that isn't mine. Instead, hobbies have helped me make my own life something that I am excited about. I always have something each day I'm looking forward to. I can keep rambling about the benefits, but I'd rather just challenge you to go learn something new or go take step one of whatever thing you've been saying, oh, I want to do that. Just take step one, commit to doing it for 3 months and see where that takes you. I feel like you probably won't regret it. If you guys have any show recs, let us know. And also, yes, we need a dining table. That's on the list. We're trying to find one. I am gonna end this video here because I'm gonna start a new one tomorrow. We're gonna be going to Seattle for about a week, or we're going to like a few spots in the Seattle area. All the details will be in the next video, so subscribe. I did want to wrap up this vlog by just saying, make sure you block out time for yourself, make sure you invest in your hobbies and activities you want to do. That's my little inspirational takeaway for this video. I'm gonna go enjoy sunset now. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.